Hey everyone, and welcome back. Today we'll be doing a gentle evening yoga for those of us looking to just end our day off and just unwind and relax before we go to bed. So to begin, we're going to start off in a child's pose. So with our big toes together and our knees as wide as our mat, we're just going to sink our chest and our head down to the mat, letting our hands and arms just hang out in front of us. Bring our forehead down as we just take some deep breaths as we settle in for our mat. Taking a deep breath in through the nose and doing an audible gasp out through the mouth. We're then going to move our upper bodies and our hands to the left side of the mat, with our left hand just outside of the mat and our right hand on top of our left, as we feel a nice gentle stretch going in through our right side. Moving on to the right side, our right hand outside of the mat and our left hand on top of our right. Back to center. We're going to push our bodies up onto our knees. And you can either stay on your knees or you can come into a cross-legged seated position, whichever is most comfortable. And we just place our hands on our legs and just take a few deep breaths. We're going to go through some neck stretches. So bring your chin towards your chest. Just going to roll our necks from the left to right. Getting some nice deep stretches going. Then letting our head turn all the way back as we let our head hang back as we go onto the back side of our necks. Coming back to center. We're going to let our head hang over to our left, bringing our left ear towards our left shoulder, getting a stretch down on our side of our necks. And if you feel like getting a bit of a deeper stretch going, you can take your left hand onto your right ear and just give it a gentle pull down. Releasing your head as we move our head over to the other side, right ear to right shoulder, and just letting our head hang to the side. And if you're up for it, bring your right hand over to your left ear and give it a nice gentle pull. Releasing your head, and you can open your eyes if you have them closed. Then, placing your left hand onto the ground next to you, you can bring your right hand up and over as you stretch over, reaching for the left side, getting a nice stretch in your side ribs. And if you can, you have the flexibility, you can maybe bring your left forearm all the way down to bring your elbow onto the ground. Pushing back up to center as we move on to the other side. Left, right arm down to the ground, left arm up and over, reaching for the right. Coming back up to center. And move on to sitting on our bums. And then with our legs, we're going to place the bottoms of our feet together and then just bring them as close to your body as you can without forcing too much of a stretch. And then with our legs nice and relaxed down as far as they can go, we're going to take a deep breath in. And as we exhale, we're going to bring our chest towards the ground, getting a nice butterfly forward fold. And when we've gone as far as we can forward, we can just let our hands out in front of us as we just relax down into the pose. Coming back up straight. Meet me lying on your backs. With your legs still bent, you're gonna gently bring them up towards your chest. And then just with gentle movements, we're gonna paint some nice big circles with our knees going in one direction before changing over and going in the opposite direction. Keeping everything nice and easy and fluid. And then coming back to stillness, we're going to lay our right leg down onto the mat, keeping our left still bent. We're just gonna hug our knee into our chest, giving it a nice tight squeeze. And then releasing our leg as we move on to the opposite side. Bringing our right knee into our chest and giving a nice hug. Getting a nice stretch in your hips and the back of your hamstrings. Release your leg. You can bring up your left leg over, bring your knees together. Then we're going to go into a belly supine twist. So laying your arms out into a T shape onto your sides. We're going to let our legs hang over and go to the right. You just relax and feeling a nice stretch in our spine. And if your neck feels comfortable for it, you can turn your head, look over to the left. Turning your head to look back to center, bringing your knees back up and moving them on over to the other side. And if your neck felt comfortable doing it the one way, you can maybe do it the other by turning and looking over to the right. Turn your head back to look up, bringing your knees back to center. You can lay your bottom of your feet down onto the mat. For this next pose, you might want to use a prop. So you can either use a block or a bolster or a pillow, whatever you have, just to give yourself some elevation. As we are going to go into a passive bridge pose. So taking a deep breath in, we're gently going to lift our hips up off the ground. And then from there, we're going to lift our lower back. And then one vertebra at a time, lifting our spine up, meeting in a bridge. And then using a prop, you can use whatever height feels most comfortable as you lay the prop just under your lower back, at the base of your spine. And you can just rest your body down and relax into this passive bridge. And for those of you who want to go a little bit deeper, you can maybe just straighten your legs out in front of you if it feels good for your body. And for those of you who had your legs straight, you can bend them over and just lift your hips up to move your prop out of the way as you bring your whole body down, going down the spine, the lower back, and finally your hips. We straighten our legs out, and you can relax into your Shavasana. Your feet relax into the sides, palms facing up or down. If you just clear our mind and just relax our entire bodies. Bring your focus back to your breath, taking a deep inhale through the nose, and then just sighing it all out through the mouth. Introducing some movement back into your body, maybe wiggling your fingers and your toes, rolling your wrists and your ankles. And you can maybe lift your hands above your head, getting a nice full body stretch, like as if we're waking up in the morning. Then you can still keep your eyes closed if they are. You can meet me in a seated position, either on your knees or with your legs crossed, whichever feels most comfortable. As we just take a few breaths, maybe noticing some difference in our body from the beginning till now of our practice. And then giving ourselves a soft mental tap on the back, making time for ourselves and looking after our bodies and our minds. And then when you're ready, you can open your eyes. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Hope you found some benefits. And once more, I hope to see you guys again next time on the yoga mat.